Alright. Going to camp.
All right.
And then we'll make our way to Redcliffe Castle. It's a long trip.
I have been studying Mother's grimoire.
Oh.
Do you wish to hear what I have found?
Okay. What did you find?
'Tis not what I expected. I had hoped for a collection of her spells, a map of the power that she commands. But this is not it.
Alright. So... disappointed then?
No. There is much of interest within her writings, things I did not know. And one in particular I would never have suspected. Here, in great detail, Flemeth explains the means by which she has survived for centuries.
Okay. That should prove useful, right?
Not unless one also happens to be an ancient abomination. No.
What?
Flemeth has raised many daughters over her long lifetime. There are stories of these many witches of the wilds throughout chastened legend, yet I have never seen a one, and always wondered why not. And now I know. They are all Flemeth. When her body becomes old and wizened, she raises a daughter, and when the time is right, she takes her daughter's body for her own.
You certain about this?
Indeed. That is primarily what this tome details. The various daughters that Flemeth has acquired, their preparation and training. I recognize all of it. I am to be her next host. This is my purpose.
Oh, crap. So why would she risk sending you with me?
I do not know. Perhaps 'tis as she said. The Darkspawn threaten her as much as they threaten anyone else.
Yeah.
Or perhaps she believes that this journey will make me more powerful.
Sure.
According to the tome, if the host is already powerful and trained in magic, it takes far less time for Flemeth to settle in.
Ah, bitch. Alright, so if you die, she would have another daughter? We're not gonna let that happen anyway. So if you die, she would have another daughter? No, we're not. No, I'm not even contemplating that. Okay, so do we tend
There is
to
only one possible response to this. Flemeth needs to die. I will not sit about like an empty sack waiting to be filled.
I agree.
Flemeth must be slain, and I need your help to do it.
Perhaps you can talk to her first?
And what would that do? At best, I would receive pointless reassurances. At worst,
Lies.
Flemeth would imprison me once she became aware I know what I do. I know my mother well enough to be confident she would show no mercy when it came to her own survival. I must do the same.
Alright. Alright, very well. I'll help you if I can.
Then what needs to be done is for you to go back to Flemeth's hut in the Kakari Wilds without me. If I am present when she is slain, I cannot be certain that she will not be able to possess my body right then. So I must remain at the camp, confront her, and slay her quickly. I doubt she will truly be dead even then, but it will take her years to find a new host and recover her power, if that is even possible. The thing I must have is her true grimoire. With it, I can defend against her power in the future. Everything else in her hut is yours.
Alright. Is there a time limit?
Not really, but the sooner the better, no?
Okay, understood. Alright, so there's no time limit. She seems pretty powerful. Alright, we'll see what we can do.
I am grateful.
Of course.
The sooner this can be done, the sooner it will set my mind at ease.
You're part of us, Morrigan. Yeah, you're one of us. Okay, so let's talk to Morrigan again.
I await your command.
I'd like to ask you something.
So, full of questions, are you?
Do you really want your mother dead?
I can see why you might ask this, despite knowing the fate that she has in store for me. The truth is that no. Under normal circumstances,
Right.
of course, I would not turn against my mother so. For all that she is not the picture of maternal love, I mean her no ill will.
Understood.
But Flemeth herself taught me long ago, once you know your enemy, strike quickly and without mercy. Were our positions reversed, she would no doubt do exactly the same.
Alright. I agree with you. This is necessary.
Good. Then please, end this waiting and deal with her as soon as you can. This is driving me nearly mad.
Okay. Anything else?
I await your command.
Oh, she's not interested in anything.
We are in camp, so 'tis as good a time as any.
Never mind. Oh, interesting. Oh, isn't this interesting? Okay, so
You and your friends are formidable folk, indeed. It's good to have you along on the road.
right.
I'm sure you'll be pleased with the goods my boy and I have collected, and with your discount.
Right, I've got some things to sell him. Namely, these papers. Oh, we don't need them. Okay, he's got stamina potion. Crap. So he's got the recipes. Oh. What else does he have? Oh, he's got distal agent. Finally. I can barely afford any. What have I got? I've got to give 10 lyrium potions over. Crap, man. Okay, enchantment, sir.
Enchantment?
Yes.
Enchantment!
Now. Okay. Alright, accept that. Enchantment. Sandal. Yes.
Enchantment!
Yeah, he's quite a talent with this. Okay.
Enchantment?
Yes.
Enchantment!
Beastmaster. Okay, great. So we got some enchantment there. So. I want to have her wear the Archon robes because they're much better than her own personal robes. This is a great cowling. I've given her the electrical ones. As soon as we get a fire spell for her, she will be much more potent. Now, we're going to give him this one. Beast. Wow. That is powerful.
Are you sure I can't interest you in this hat? A pair
hat?
of earrings, perhaps? A cheese knife?
Really?
I'm sure you'll be pleased with the goods my boy and I have collected. And with your discount.
Yeah, everything that I can't buy. Oh man, you have so many things that I would love to buy. I wonder how this is compared to my sword. This is pretty potent. Okay, so alright, we're selling this. We're not going to use the war paint. Okay. I want to give Sten his armor. There's no need for me to carry around Sten's armor. Okay. I wonder if we can exchange some of these crap. That's nothing really. We need more distillation agents. Yeah, I'll be right back. Okay, so let's hear if he has heard any rumors on the road.
You and your friends are formidable folk, indeed. It's good to have you along on the road.
Okay, what have you heard?
The Dark Spawn have attacked Lothering. I don't think everyone even had fled by the time they came, either. Word has it they swarmed the entire area, making off with prisoners and burning down the buildings. And then they were gone. Just as quick. I wonder if there's anyone left. I heard some chanters were going to head down south, maybe to try to find some survivors. I'm not holding out hope myself. That's what I've heard on the road, anyhow. Take it for what it is.
Okay, what else have you heard?
Have you heard? Logain has named Alrendon Howe as the new Tern of Denerim, with the Arling going to Howe's eldest son. Yorian died at Astagar and his son died in some elven revolt in the city. It's tragic news. I wonder what got Arl Howe such a promotion. That's what I've heard on the road, anyhow. Take it for what it is.
Freaking traitor.
There's another royal army already gathering in the east, but from what
Royal
I
army?
hear, when it marches, it'll be headed west, not south towards the Dark Spawn. Can you
West?
imagine? If the Benorns stand up against Logain, we won't need the Dark Spawn to destroy us. We'll do their work for them.
Stupid.
That's what I've heard on the road, anyhow. Take it for what it is.
Freaking Logain.
It seems that some of the bands just won't accept Tern Logain's orders. There's too much talk still of King Keelan's death and questions about what happened. You'd think with the Darkspawn knocking on our doorstep, people would be more likely to stand together, wouldn't you? That's what I've heard on the road, anyhow. Take it for what it is.
I bet you the last blight was like this too.
Nobody seems to know where Oral Eamon is in all this business. If he were here, he could put a stop to all this talk of civil war for sure. That's what I've heard on the road, anyhow. Take it for what it is.
Oh, we know where he's at. He's still in this castle.
Tian Loghain had one of the Benorn arrested for speaking out against him. Arrested! Can you imagine such a thing? It seems the band were talking treason about how Loghain needed to be forcibly removed from the throne. But arrested? How can you arrest one of the Benorn? That's what I've heard on the road, anyhow. Take it for what it is.
I don't know.
There's news out of the Mage Tower that the Circle of Magi had a close call. Demons got out, but the mages were able to overcome them. Though, not without a lot of damage. I know mages bring such terror upon themselves, but I have to admit I'm glad we'll still have magic to wield against the Darkspawn. That's what I've heard on the road, anyhow. Take it for what it is. I don't know what to tell you. Nothing I can think of at the moment.
Alright, thanks. Well, that was a mouthful. Alright, Alistair. How goes it?
I'm wondering something. I'd like to know your thoughts about some of our traveling companions. Do you mind if I ask?
Go ahead.
What about Sten? The way he looks at me with those eyes. Creepy. And he's so quiet for someone so big.
I expect
The
him.
more I talk to him, the more reasonable he does seem. His philosophy is so strange. But it doesn't sound at all as vile as the Chantry describes it. And yet, he killed all those people. He doesn't even deny it. Doesn't that bother you?
Yes, it does bother me some.
Yet he seems otherwise honorable and even wise. I don't get it.
Yeah, I don't get
What
it.
about Leliana? Is she crazy? Or do you really believe in her vision?
You don't believe in religious visions and miracles? You're a Templar.
Even the Chantry believes that most claims of visions and such are usually people's minds playing tricks on them.
Come on.
Wishful thinking at best. I'm not sure what I think.
Well, it could be true. Say it isn't.
Maybe you're right. It's not as if she could have known that we needed help so desperately after all.
Right.
Yet, there she was. I noticed that you and her have become close. Am I right?
Huh?
The rest of us have talked about it.
Oh. I don't know. You guys talked about us?
You think we have better things to do than gossip about you? You give us far too much credit. Is it true or not?
We have like a connection.
I thought so. Well, I hope you know what you're doing. I don't know
What's
what
that
to
mean?
make of her. If you look at her when she doesn't see you, she just looks so sad. I almost feel guilty taking her away from her life.
Well, I mean, it was her choice.
Yes, I know. Still, I feel badly for her. Morrigan, do you trust her? Think about it. Maybe Flemeth sent her with us for some other reason than she said.
No, I know why Flemeth sent her with us. To get stronger so she could possess her. But I'm not going to disclose that. What reason could she possibly have to betray us?
Hello? Have you met her? I think she'd need a reason not to betray us.
What? Come on. She has me. I'd kill her. I don't know about that.
Don't tell me you actually get along with her.
Yes,
Tell
I
me
do.
she's just useful and you're watching her carefully.
Alistair, I like her. I think she's beautiful, don't you?
Sure. Beautiful, just like something that's also dangerous, like a beautiful, dangerous thing.
She's not that bad. Never mind. You have quite the way.
Oh, I give up. Do what you want. Enough. I think my curiosity is sated. Let's get back to it, shall we?
Right. Okay. Right. That was interesting. Okay. So everybody thinks it's me and Liliana. Actually, I was trying to help out Morrigan, but
I enjoy the nights at camp. The night always seems more peaceful to me. Safer.
I know what you mean.
I feel the night grants us a reprieve from the troubles of the day. Silly, isn't it? The darkspawn never sleep, and they lurk in the shadows.
It's not silly to seek moments to lay down your burdens.
I enjoy those nights when we stand guard together, talking to pass the time in those small hours. Well, I talk and you listen mostly. Sometimes I succumb and fall asleep and wake to find you still watchful. And I know you're watching out for me.
Oh, yeah. I never have to feel afraid with me.
What I'm trying to say is that I trust you. I'm comfortable around you. I know you'll be there when I need you. You are our leader and my friend, and sometimes I think that maybe we could be more than that. Maker, look at me stumbling over my words like an ill-educated peasant girl. Some bard I am.
Don't change the subject.
There isn't much more I can say. My feelings have been laid bare.
Okay.
You are very special to me.
Oh. I feel the same. I'm glad you do too.
Really? No one told me. You felt the same way and didn't do me the courtesy of informing me? You made me say all those things. Why couldn't you have said them first? Oh, you... Oh, how very awkward.
That's me. I'm a terrible person.
Oh, chivalry is so dead. Making the lady spill her guts like that.
All right. Oh, so I like you and you like me. That's settled then.
Yes, I am fond of you and I care about you. And let's go about our business before the others suspect something.
All right. I owe her a gift, I think. Oops. Alrighty, excuse me. This would be a nice gift.
Why, thank you so much.
Now, I want to hear Liliana play. Okay. Oh, she won't play. I will.
Oh, it's been a long day. Rest would be welcome.
Okay. Are you alright?
Yes, of course. I am just a little weary. As you may have noticed, I'm no spring chicken.
No. No, you're a person.
Very funny. But in all honesty, I do not know how many years I have left in me. I have lived for such a long time, but there is always something else to do. And I have to keep going in order to do it. I think I will be glad when I am done.
What? Hey, don't say those things. We still need you.
Oh, no. I'm not the sort of person that leaves things unfinished. I'll see this through, I promise.
Okay. Oh, let's see here. Relationship with wind. Ah, this won't do. This won't do. That's Morrigan's gift. Alright, I need to get some gifts. Because Wynn barely likes me.
Something you need? I'm sure either my boy or I can help you out.
Yes, I need
I'm
gifts.
sure you'll be pleased with the goods my boy and I have collected. And with your discount.
Right. Okay, so do you have any suitable gifts? Thoughtful gifts. Okay. So I need to sell. I'll be right back. Oh, I have just a gift for Wynn. The Amulet of Memories. This is hers.
Have you encountered many abominations, apart from the ones in the Circle Tower?
Well, there was Connor.
Ah, yes, Connor, of course. The first time I saw an abomination, my blood turned to ice. It was months before the nightmares stopped. It was the knowledge that I could easily become one of them that frightened me the most.
That you could be is unsettling. Well, that doesn't matter. But this knowledge is that drives you to be cautious, right?
One slip. All it takes is one slip, and everything you are is simply gone. Replaced by madness. And there is no turning back, or at least that's what they say.
So you have
Of late,
doubts.
I have begun to wonder if there is any way an abomination can be cured. Or if a mage could be so possessed and still retain their sanity, their humanity.
One retains one humanity, one is not an abomination.
Yes, it is madness and cruelty that define abominations. If those are lacking, if the mage remembers the person they truly are, then they are not an abomination. I never saw that. Thank you for showing me another way of looking at it.
Right. Okay, so I have a gift for when
A generous...
oh crap. Ah! A generous. Doggone it. I wanted to see her expression. Okay, let's talk to Sten. We'll talk to the maid's tower. Almost didn't recognize him. What's Sten's... okay, neutral. Let's see, do I have a gift? I gave him the Kunari gift. Oh, how nice. Oh, let's give this to him.
You have my thanks.
Okay, let's talk to him.
You are not quite as callow as I thought. That is unexpected.
Callow? You thought I was callow?
You sound surprised.
Yes.
You must have heard this before. You'll get over it. Eventually.
No, I have not heard it before. Why did I let you out of that cage again?
I have wondered that myself. It is one of the many things I find puzzling about your behavior.
Do I even... Do I even want to know what the other things are? Well, I find plenty of things puzzling about you, too.
What is there to be puzzled by? I'm a simple creature. I like swords, I follow orders. There's nothing else to know about me.
I don't think you're that simple.
As I said, you're not as callow as I thought. In any case, we should go now.
Okay, so why did you come to Ferelden?
I was sent to be the eyes of the Antom.
Right.
The Arishok asked what is the Blight. By his curiosity, I am now here.
Okay. What is the Arishok?
The one who commands the Antom, the body of the Kunari.
Okay. So is he your king?
Kunari have no kings.
Okay. So what do you have then?
Little patience for endless questions.
Now, did you find the answer to his
A
question?
portion of it.
All right. And what was the answer?
Were you not at Ostagar when the army was overwhelmed? That is your answer.
Okay. Don't you have to report back then?
Yes.
Nah. When are you going to do that?
Never. I cannot go home.
Why not?
It doesn't matter now. Can we move on? We keep the Darkspawn waiting.
What was he doing in that cage?
Does it matter? Very well. I caged myself. A weak mind is a deadly foe, as you are no doubt aware.
Why was it? I thought you killed some farmers.
I did.
Okay, so what happened?
Is it a human saying, no good deed goes unpunished? They saved my life.
You killed him for that?
You could say that. Had they not shown me compassion, they would still live. I came to your lands with 7 of the Beresad, my brothers, to seek answers about the Blight. We made our way across the Ferelden countryside without incident, seeing nothing of the threat we were sent to observe. Until the night we camped by Lake Calenhad. They came from everywhere. The earth beneath our feet, the air above us. Our own shadows harbored the Darkspawn. I saw the last of the creatures cut down, too late. I fell.
Okay. So where did the farmers come in?
I don't know how long I lay on the battlefield among the dead, nor do I know how the farmers found me. I only know that when I woke, I was no longer among my brothers, and my sword was gone from my hand.
And you thought the farmers killed your brothers?
No, I saw my brothers fall. I knew. It was the sword that concerned me. I searched for it, and when that failed, I asked my rescuers what had become of it.
Did the farmers even know?
They said they found me with nothing.
So you killed them? And then?
I killed them. With my bare hands. I did. I knew they didn't have the blade. They had no reason to lie to me. I panicked. Unthinking, I struck them down.
Oh, Lord. Well, that's pretty terrible, man.
I know I cannot justify what I have done. My honor is forfeit. That sword was made for my hand alone. I have carried it from the day I was set into the Beresad. I was to die wielding it for my people. Even if I could cross Ferelden and Tevinter unarmed and alone to bring my report to the Arishok, I would be slain on sight by the Antom. They would know me as soulless, a deserter. No soldier would cast aside his blade while he drew breath.
Couldn't you search for
If I
it?
knew where to look, it would be in my hand now.
Well, where did you fight the Darkspawn?
Near Lake Calenhad.
Alright, we'll find it.
Perhaps those words are empty, but thank you all the same.
Yeah, I don't do empty words. Alright, so instead, okay, so we have the circle here.
The Circle of Magi stands ready to assist, Grey Warden, as do the Templars of the Chantry.
Fantastic. Alright. They will work together.
The sincerity of your cause has drawn them together under a common banner.
Great.
It would not have happened otherwise.
Okay, now, you need anything?
The Circle of Magi stands ready to assist, Grey Warden, as do the Templars of the Chantry.
Alright, you need anything?
There are always areas to improve on, Grey Warden. The most useful for my talents are runes.
Oh, okay, so... Alright. Turn in runes for this circle. Let's turn in all of, Alright.
You are wise to invest in the effectiveness of your followers.
That's for sure. Okay, speaking of investing in my followers... Damn, I wish I could get her a better staff. I just don't have the gold, man. I'm really, really hurting on the gold front. Okay, I have a better dagger for her now. Let's see here. Okay. She needs 3 more points. Maybe she has them, and I just don't know. Well, let's talk to Morrigan. She's hiding out back here.
I await your command.
I want that.
So, full of questions, are you?
I like your clothes. So you told us... Let me ask you this.
Tis
again.
the child abomination you speak of from the
Right.
haunted castle?
Right.
If what you seek is to remove the demon from the child without harming the child, there is a way indeed. There is a connection between the child and the demon, one which can be followed to the demon's true form within the Fade. There, the demon can be battled directly. Only a mage may enter the Fade. It requires lyrium and a group of mages to cast the ritual, neither of which we have, yes? And, had we those things, it would still fall on one mage alone to defeat the demon. No simple task, but there you have it.
Okay, so can I get you to go to the Fade for us?
I await your command.
I'd like to ask you about something else.
So, full of questions, are you?
Right. So did you grow up in the wilds?
Why do you ask me such questions? I do not probe you for pointless information, do I?
So she doesn't do humor. I'm curious, what's wrong with that?
Any number of cats could inform you of the answer to that question, but have it your way. What is it you asked? If I grew up in the wilds? A curious question. Where else would you picture me? For many years it was simply Flemeth and I. The wilds and its creatures were more real to me than Flemeth's tales of the world of man. In time I grew curious. I left the wilds to explore what lay beyond, never for long. Brief forays into a civilized wilderness.
Okay, but you kept going back to the wild.
Would you not do the same? Your world is an unforgiving and cold place. The wilds I hail from is home to me, and I a natural denizen. For all that I had been taught, however, the truth of the civilized lands proved to be overwhelming. I was unfamiliar with so much. So confident and bold was I, yet there was much that Flemeth could never have prepared me for.
Sure. Very daring. That sounds like you.
Equal parts daring and foolhardy, perhaps. Only
Young.
once was I accused of being a witch of the wilds, and that by a chastened who happened to be traveling with a merchant caravan. He pointed and gasped and began shouting in his strange language, and most assumed he was casting some curse upon me. I acted the terrified girl, and naturally, he was arrested.
That was quick thinking.
Men are always willing to believe two things about a woman. One, that she is weak, and two, that she finds him attractive. I played the weakling and battered my eyelashes at the captain of the guard. Child's play. The point being that I was able to move through human lands fairly easily. Whatever humans think
you
a witch
are.
of the wild looks like, 'tis not I. Not that I did not have trouble. There are things about human society which have always puzzled me, such as the touching. Why all the touching for a simple greeting?
Touching? You mean like a handshake?
To begin with, yes. What is the point of touching my hand? I find it an offensive intrusion. There were many nuances that Flemeth could never tell me of. When to look into another's eyes. How to eat at a table. How to bargain without offending. None of these things I knew.
Sure.
I still do not understand it all, truth be told, but then I gave up long ago any hope of doing so. When I returned to the wilds last, I swore to Flemeth that I had no intention of leaving again.
Yet here you are.
Yes, here I am. Well, let's get on with it before the ground opens up and swallows us, yes?
Okay. I don't know. Oh, anyway. Another interesting talk. Okay, some... See how Master's doing.
Your dog is filthy. I can smell him 50 yards off.
It's my bar warhound. Good, he'll fell our enemies with his... Alright, I'm sure you're exact. Stench.
That may be so, but all the same, I would like your permission to bathe him.
Can't you just wave your staff and make him clean?
No, that's not what magic is used for. Just make him sleep over on the other side of the camp, with Alistair. With any luck, that will keep all the stench confined to one small area.
Okay. Alrighty. Off we go.